Hi, I'm Phil Kline. I'm a composer. Unsilent Night is a community participation Christmas music piece that I've been presenting since 1992. The first time we did Unsilent Night was in New York City, and it was more or less a private party for my friends. I guess I shouldn't say private because I did invite the public, and I did put out a little bit of a press release about it, but we had like 50 people, and the idea was very simple. I wrote an electronic piece that had different parts transcribed onto cassette. We all put them in boomboxes. We played the boomboxes back simultaneously, which created the piece, and it sounded so good and we had such a good time that we decided to do it again the next year, and now we've done it for 17 years. The word has spread around. Unsilent Night will be done in, well, I'm not sure yet, but over 30 cities around the world this year, and New Haven, Connecticut will be one of them. Unsilent Night does sort of take on the characteristics of its city in many ways. It seems to adapt very well to every city. You know, some of it's different in every city, and there are elements of it that are the same in every city. The music, I think, you know, you'd say it's a piece of electronica. You know, it's a composition that was, you know, executed using synthesizers and a computer. Is how I put the piece together. And it's a multi-track piece. And of the many tracks in the piece, what I did was I created different sub-mixes that are, you know, where you hear different elements of it. And by isolating those onto separate tracks and separate cassettes, that's how we get the effect that when you know, when you load up all the boomboxes with the different versions of it and play them at the same time, then you get this sort of like big panoramic effect. I think probably the simplest word for it is it's an attempt at a kind of magic. When you hear it, the music sort of shimmers, it hovers in the air, it creates a very unusual atmospheric effect. Which is an important part of the party. It's an important part of the thing. I mean, I wrote it as a Christmas piece, and I wrote it, I think, in a way because Christmas is it's such a weird time. I think especially, well, nowadays, people are almost afraid of Christmas. It's such a heavy-duty thing, you know, the pressure of, you know, the family, the shopping, the crowds. And so I think Unsilent Night was an attempt to just get away to another kind of feeling, because Christmas is really about the middle of winter and the return of you know, light coming back to us, because that is in effect what happens in the middle of the winter. We've gotten to the shortest, darkest day, and we're about to get back to longer and lighter days. The sun is going to come back, and you know, Unsilent Night was just I think, like I said, I wanted to have a party, and I wanted to make people maybe feel a little better. With very few exceptions, out of the tens of thousands of people who have attended an Unsilent Night, you know, almost every single person I've ever spoken to talks about, you know, it just gives them a very wonderful communal feeling. There's something very free about it. No one has ever charged admission for Unsilent Night. Everybody can participate, and yet no particular kind of skill is required other than to bring a boombox and press the start button on it. So you know, it's meant to be a communal sharing of music and of spirit. You know, it's very much like an old-fashioned caroling party. It's a chance to get warm on a cold night. Last year we had a blizzard. That was the snowiest Unsilent Night ever. So yeah, I'm hoping.